He's not alone.
What about her?
She's with us.
Hey, Walking Dead fans. There's been a couple of sneak peeks and a promo for the next episode, Season 9, Episode 14, called Scars. So we open up with the promo with Aaron telling Michonne at Alexandria that Daryl has arrived. So Daryl, Connie, Dog, Henry, and Lydia have all arrived at Alexandria. We should get some flashbacks in this episode, Episode 14, that reveals to us what happened in the past that made Michonne so isolated, and also that made those X scars possibly. So hopefully we'll learn all of that in flashbacks, but we do get some present day stuff. We do get Daryl and Connie and that group arriving at Alexandria and some of the stuff while they're there. So I'm expecting Daryl maybe or Michonne both either remember back or talk about it, and that kind of flashes back, helps to flash back to what actually happened. I don't know if they know Henry. I know Michonne does, and I know Michonne has met Connie, but they don't know who Lydia is, and Michonne asks about her. She's very cautious, and she just wants to know, so I'm sure they're just grilling a few questions at them. What's going on? Where'd you come from? Why are you running? Who is that? But we will see Daryl and Lydia inside Alexandria in this video as I go over these sneak peek scenes and this promo, so we know they got in.
Is Hilltop in danger?
In what I think is a flashback, Michonne is looking in what looks like a wooden box or a box that has Judith's name on it. Looks like she might have even finger painted it on there. But Michonne pulls out what looks like Rick's gun. It looks like maybe after she found it, she didn't clean it up good and she just put it in this box maybe. So I think a lot of the premise of the flashback will be Daryl and Michonne looking for Rick or Rick's body. So that's probably Daryl in a flashback looking for Rick's body, and I'm not sure if him and Michonne are together doing that together, if they're like trying to do a grid, or did each just go out on their own trying for years possibly looking for Rick. Because we don't see them together, but we do see Daryl running and aiming his crossbow. We see Michonne on her horse riding. We see Michonne hacking at some walkers. From what it looks like here, Michonne has lost Judith. Somehow, some way, Michonne lost Judith. She's screaming for her. Where are you, Judith? But of course, we know Judith is a little ass kicker and she's alive right now and okay. So she comes out of this okay. So whatever it is, Daryl saves her, Michonne saves her, she saves herself. Whatever happens, it all turns out okay. But maybe that reasoning, Judith being gone, maybe someone took Judith. Maybe that's the thing and why Michonne won't let people in. Maybe someone took Judith and she's looking for her. It's just hard to say. Maybe she was out looking for Rick and had Judith with her and something happened and they got separated. It's just hard to say. We'll see in episode 14. But she's definitely screaming for Judith, and I think maybe she's lost Judith. So that's what's going on right here in this promo. But that's pretty much it for that promo. But we did get 2 sneak peek scenes.
I've heard the stories. How everyone fought the saviors and won. We can do that again.
So in one little sneak peek scene we see Daryl and Judith Grimes sitting there kind of at the little pond there that they have with some little water wheels going. So it's kind of a serene little setting and they're talking. And Judith asks if Hilltop was in danger and he says he doesn't know. And she says, well, you got Lydia anyway. And he says, well, I went to get Henry. And so Lydia just kind of tagged along. But it's pretty cool to see them talking because, you know, they have a pretty big history since the beginning. Daryl held her and fed her with a bottle and just called her a little ass kicker. And it was just, they got a long history together for sure. So Judith goes on to say, you brought her here, so you wanted to help her. And, you know, I want to help too. And Daryl's like, I know you do. And Judith is like, well, will you stay if my mom says it's okay? And Daryl replies to her, no, we got to keep moving and that'll keep you guys safe. And what your mom's doing, keeping you and little RJ in here, keeping you safe, that's good. You know, that's good. And then Judith says, I've heard all the stories, you know, about how you guys all got together, the communities, and fought the saviors and won. So, you know, it's like folklore. Someone mentioned the teenagers arriving at the fair at the end of the last episode and seeing King Ezekiel and was like freaking out and like it's a celebrity. And that's true. In that world, this many years, 9+ years into it, the teenagers, the young people, and everyone see these characters, and Judith hearing the stories of her dad leading all the communities, getting them together, fighting to get them together, and leading them against Negan and winning. And she says, we can do that again. Daryl does say, well, you haven't heard all the stories. And she says, well, what would my dad do? And he just kind of looks at her, and she says, that's what I thought. And so she's kind of meaning, from what she said, that we can get all the communities together and we can fight and we can win. And she asked him, what would my dad do? And he knows that that's what Rick would do, get the communities together and fight this threat, the Whisperers. But as we've seen, it's definitely not that easy to get people together, to even fight for a common cause. And some may argue against Rick's decisions pretty much throughout all of the seasons, that he's the one that keeps getting everyone into trouble. So you can look at it a couple of different ways, I guess. And on Talking Dead, we got a clip of Michonne in Alexandria walking up to some steps and sitting down and talking to Lydia. Michonne pretty much says she's done some terrible things, and terrible things to protect her family, to protect the people of Alexandria, and some things she would like to forget even. She said, to save my people, I've had to risk others, and it's not been easy, but it's what she had to do. And Michonne is saying to her, you know, if I could just walk away, if I was the one, the only one, and it was just my life, and I didn't have to worry about any other lives at all, and I could just walk away from this place right here, Alexandria, and never look back, and know that all of the burden is on me, and when I walk away, I take it with me, and everyone is safe. So she's pretty much telling Lydia, look, little bitch, you brought some problems here, and I don't want them here. And they are all on your back. And all you got to do to keep all of us safe is just walk out that gate and leave us. So definitely Michonne is not playing around. She is definitely there to protect her family and the people of Alexandria. So I thought that was pretty cool written, actually, statement from Michonne to Lydia. And damn it, I'm definitely ready to learn what the heck those X-Scars are all about. More videos definitely coming this week before this Sunday's episode, and then reviews and stuff from that when we find out what the X-Scars are. But definitely more videos coming this week, so stay tuned. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more dead stuff.